mind the budget. You be for food and got some bomb.
Oh, no, here. Oh, say Namwali.
Yes, Namwali.
You watch your papa.
Yeah,
good to see you. Afisha Pabibia Boko.
Oh, Yamina don't be Boko.
Nice. You share Chapa.
It's your piece of a telephone.
Great. You're just so super. And Pacho, Use Namwali, former MP La Dade Kotopom, Obeka and Hoa, you not your papa.
Come in, I'm your deputy minister. And if I count,
MP.
I know better the minister, you mean more you are press. Nisikan, still out, Yanko, the deputy minister.
Oh, yes.
Is he deputy minister for what?
Deputy minister for Agric. In charge of fisheries.
Because of Impunano.
And I'm a chairman of Farmers Day Committee for 4 good years.
Hey.
And I organized a very successful Farmers Day.
Say Namwali.
Yes, Namwali.
Now, but also,
of course, yes.
Neta footage of a girl. Oh,
anyway, ECG Simen fan to just search Bedum Light and upon 9 copy me number 4. I'm sure me you be a Sotium Seminary Omanjo Fan Milk Abasi Tuba Fulani Uban Township and a Kokrobite Oyibi Sasabi Ogbojo Mate Churu and a Palace Mall. I'm sure China ECG Simen Bedum Kania Fian upon 9 copy me number 4 and it's on me you maybe. I said I didn't say somebody no master TV. Anyway, this one says we're celebrating hard work and corporate excellence under the distinguished patronage of the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The 18th edition of Ghana Club 100 is up. Theme is sustainable agriculture, the bedrock of Ghana's industrialization drive. Venue is the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra. Friday, the 5th of November at 6 p.m. You can pick up your tickets at the front desk of GIPC. If you want to call them 0302 66512529. That is 0302 66512529. Ranking partner Ernst & Young. Title sponsor Agrocom. Platinum sponsors B5 Plus, Olam Ghana. Gold sponsor GCNet. Supporting sponsors MTN, Newmont Ghana, M&G Pharmaceuticals, Goyle, Imexco Ghana Limited, Accra Brewery, Casapreco Limited, ADB, Magdan Limited, and Stanbic Bank. Media partners Ghanaian Times, Multimedia, Daily Graphic, Gold Street Business, City FM, Ghana Web, GNA, Media General, and Peace FM. Ghana Club 100, celebrating Ghana's business leaders. Yet, why you made sunum? Me who said normally na me misa the first who said kwam na misa the first or later misa the first but referendum me why all of a sudden NDC says no normally
yo
one now mudi kanji to yes I feel musi no what's going on there in Chichimu?
When me say there has been a lot of misinformation. And my President Kapu was misled and he went somewhere is no can say young vote yesterday baby ato Abama MMDC say young say be MMDC but you know we're led to believe say that's why we're going for the referendum. But as we were going, we call a TV show be and a host make us say no because why no in Chechimubano na antiasie ma am free NCC mame no e ho na all cheche mu na mu say oh na jisade we say no say o pese e partisan dia to yes na o pese be partisan dia to no but enye yen referendum say ka koto MMDC so aba MMDC for the any article 243 parliament enye in change position the parliament met me amend that article in the constitution. So it is not about war. About what the president Ajatum, yen nyina Ajatum say yen peswa so impenyufo ana say MCs DCs the person from mayors no say no. Yen to yen yi omso aba. Ma president bia appointee obi say ono MC na akwato be na we na obakolo bi wo presidency. Lucky no President Nana Ankasa kase saa wonde na ekuta no or the parliament and or the Ghana for say amend enti amending Article 243. Once or the bill now parliament, you say the parliament for so. Eti see a referendum, you bet 2 MMDCs for Swaba. But referendum na yekono, and only an intent position of Article 55. 3 no. And a practice unit committee ni assembly members nankasa no. Say you told Swaba did that. But Obia down we say on no any partisan. Party bia and nominate to be say we the Jama NDC, we the Jama MPP, we the Jama CPP. I don't know. And me I was even advocating for no when I really understood what was happening. Now me advocating for no and send me party on by a press conference say it should be no. I don't want me them in per se.
But O party the kind yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, senior, you see, number one network this so. And I'm say until the party bring their decision, their directives to, but they hadn't given you directives at that time. And somebody can yes, sir. You see, normally no. Say adiaba na education and koi unse NCC. Omajuma no oman shark center. Okay, about 6 months ago, nigga somebody the money na to mine. Near Satibobu, who near Junior, near King Kanki, who is it? But everybody was thinking, say, Article 243 is an enshrined provision in the Constitution.
So, based on what Namoka, yes?
Well, I don't know, say, my party can, yes.
Your party did.
Where did they say it? Did they give the directives? Did they tell hey, you'll be the baby yes? Because me crapono, a radio presenter pinned me to come out. I said no. Because that is true. Because that me crapono, I was advocating for yes. That means said Article 243 is not an entrenched position. Wow.
Can I go to my supplied information?
Because interestingly, my deputy national youth organizer
representing
Adam Agbana, representing the party at a forum.
Yes.
I can say Ujinaho Emma General Secretary Party. I'm to Nenum to say Mujitum say yes.
And I make sure say, Kwame, we can change our mind.
And some person says, so what changed?
No, and I make sure say upon a consultation and interrogations and debate on our platforms, you see say, oh, we should go this way instead of that way. Brexit. Boris Johnson. In this, I saw no, or see no.
Are you sure?
Oh yes.
No. He was for yes.
Are you
yes,
No.
On the Farage.
He wrote an article. He wrote an article in the mail. He wrote an article in the mail.
Word go, he was for
why?
Brexit.
Okay.
Let
me leave.
Why? What's your problem?
Normally.
I'm saying something on my credibility. You are also sitting there. You are saying, I'm saying something on my credibility. He wrote an article telling us, telling the whole British, he's for no.
What does Boris Johnson have to do with us on this matter?
The same thing. You can change your mind.
So into you,
Minya Penina was a Minya Kumano was, and I say, my colleague no one say no. Well, father, World Cup be say you can't change your mind. You can change your mind, and I'm telling you, I'm quoting somebody from outside Africa, outside Ghana.
For politics, you can change your mind.
So me quote Obi, also just sanity. And I'm also saying something on my credibility. What's your problem? Why you get your time to say something on your credibility? I'm on for Kochekia. They will know who is more credible. And you come in. As I'm say, you can change your mind. After further information, we need more information now. Better, further and better particulars. You can change your mind. So if my political party actually sends somebody to go and represent, say yes, then you say no. There's nothing wrong with it. Nobody has committed a crime. Wow, as you are going and you see, say, the argument is better to support what you are against now. You go ahead and change your mind. When I was in secondary school, I was a socialist. When I finished, I went to Nigeria and I saw the waitings. I became a capitalist to the end. And when I entered into politics, I came to the middle. And then I'm now doing the free market and human rights. And see, at the end there, you can change your mind. But you're trying to say whether we said yes and we are saying no. Listen to them. No. and then Yamasama Juon, Ninja Bakers no Sician, me say no, even on the political platform, on the platforms that I want, the person who convinced me the most, I came to no, Dr. Ampofu, former MP for Sadai. Kwame Ampofu. No, he put up a very brilliant piece. So after reading it, then researching here and there, I said, no, this must be no. And as at yesterday, Monday, I'm going to press at the radio program, I'm kind of say, media, I don't know what my party is going to say, but I believe it should be no. And true, no. They said no. Now, come I didn't see a cost. Who said Ghana has here, young Ghana has for no. We have colors, you develop your colors, bro. Nima said, Makoko strad yellow, yenim coco, ludu colors, no. Ludu colors, no, red, gold, green, and a blue. Nah, must say yes, yellow. No, day. Yes, brown. Now, brown, dear. One, dear, my own.
Also, Boris Johnson was
initially no article say he was for yes.
And then later changed his mind.
He was for no. And then later changed to yes.
Anyway. Okay. Twasu.
Eti ludu colors no. Ludu colors no. Na can say ye either red and green or white. And I say, oh, but color now brown dear. Second NCC electoral commission for me say. Because kai kwala bemuno blue.
Medasi.
A champon.
Dr. Iyamoa Ede Boyen Commoner say Boris Johnson's article outlined the pros and cons of both Brexit and Remain, and said based on that analysis, he opts for Brexit.
For Brexit?
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's better than federal particulars.
So, and tell you Supreme Court to be
better.
But I mean, well, I read, I was listening to BBC. I think either Sky or BBC. Now, panelists back can. But well, once somebody has brought this in, let's leave it like that. But if I get a federal better particulars,
that's all.
Because I quite remember. Maybe Sky News, I quite remember. But we'll see. The truth will always come out.
Oh, so what I'm saying is not the truth.
No, what can? Maybe I'm very convinced. I really heard it.
Yours is truth in quotes.
I really heard it.
Alternative facts.
I like that
word. Anybody can change.
No. Boris Johnson has never been a Remainer. He wrote an opinion piece explaining why Britain should be the option. Brexit should be the option. And normally, let's go back to school. Anyway, right, we'll do that.
Yes, in there.
Yeltsin. PDC.
The following day, Metro Mr. PDC. Mechanic twice.
Why is the NDC using Brexit as their case study? The issue with Brexit and their back and forth is about the British Parliament. It is never the same as the NDC position. Good morning, Namale, Nana Hesi Ojiri. I'm sure, just say, Namale by one for text and background, Kasamato. Anyway, Kwamina, your thoughts?
Chairman, I'm in China. Minche wait from pim can't mantum for. Na water room. A mantum no ya toy mantum. As young was na buma. Oya quishia or a consampan and wando. O Filibua dibesi oya kaswa. Na oya traffic regulations cheddar. I couldn't say to myself. Yeah, don't hear behind. Obey here Igina na tinsi wumpu kakra na aya Moses aya bases bo hu kwame so nya ma sha kunhyes oto basa na asma ba baka ba ya say process num Akwenshi she was a bronze ko tamale meje toma domara wahyewe damedana so kwame wo fa finfirman tom no so wo ekunfi area ho no so you turn bus no yin oye MMT bus no so bo mu hona nkofo esian so they were bound for Takwa and Takrade na kwame nya akwensheri di oman odoso papa emangasa as a minister and the pebia security reporter me if you call police commander ho virtually every day enti maya in the oya contemplating yeah the how was na boom yeah oya GPRT for it komo Emohina wa prendo the buses ni na wo fi Takwa na Takra da wor be nyina on the GPRTU wonyina so nya mo bodu oye ekunfi eisama rest stop bia nyamena dom NDC abrodu na osi oye sediko see oh na me nje wo me
na mo hwo wa no
nyim de me man tete no wan tete me de me nda akwohwi me de so me ya bi so da me da unlike ma kama mo what's in mumpen na bujamane
oh mo show wa nya na mo yere mo
NDC chairman mo see we
na kwa abasam like
oh gunvi exam
restop na what is that kra ma na bra boy basa na mo ba ya me se kwan bi ado odo ye djuma
I revive him.
Oh yes.
Come na dangan rest up.
Man for me
I didn't come for any.
Yeah. No, some pressure there. Mona some more you can't some them with simple no catch them the etsa. Na mu jam wonado. O you to baba po. Enti kwame
na.
Medumadi da ya pa hotam 12 mountain painful what did that no police painful dumejafo nadmo when na wo kan baka finfin manto mzuma ya pa hotama yes driver fu ina kwantu monde wuti me de rekwa ba na boto wo yire na wo mba wo busuafo boto ho akwanhia oyada se osia botu mi di razor apapa osia se wa mbama enna nansa na de bubu zam abraboni na osi driver nya rutu ritem masawara overtaking hwihwi kokwado ehuanyim na le pahu by force enkankan bonyi orbe nwa wa antare abai wa be kotin yesam so nyama so bi on to kwan wanko wa ma number ye janka wa brabo ase obi nyi otum hwe obi number ye chinda na ro hwe number nti wo mayamfa ntu ya wo fode yare yan ka kan kra yanyu akodu asumdwem driver yi papa oni da onye na ahentafo ekodu na wasie bodu oni driver yi papa kwame nti campaign kakra ya ze shasin
sure
na I man kan fon come mmiri mo mesra wa da ro
mama shata me da
kwame NDC flip flop. That's a the alternative is scary. Very, very scary. The one gasa.
The alternative is better.
How?
The alternative is very, very good.
The alternative here is who?
The alternative is better.
The alternative is who?
So the alternative is scary. And I'm saying alternative is better.
Let me tell you.
A few months ago.
No.
I said this for when your opportunity. Jesus no in Barabbas. Jesus Jinaha Barabbas. Want to abama Jesus. No, and this is for to abama Barabbas. Barabbas so
Kwame.
Oh, now I mean tell you.
People are feeding on fake news. Because you know that it is fake.
What is it?
You said it.
I said and I'm telling you, sir.
I can give it to you.
You see, I am telling you. You see, I am telling you, sir. You know, you are a very responsible man. You know that you are feeding on fake news.
But normally,
He knows he's feeding on fake news.
And you know, sir.
I get to cry.
Sir, who can say Tia John Mahama?
It is not true. It is never true. It is never true.
One can say Tia John Mahama.
Never. That's what I say. He knows. He knows he's feeding on fake news. Me say. You know.
Abuche. One company in Tia John Mahama.
Oh, you see, we were going for elections.
Maybe sir. One company in Tiano.
I campaign for Alabi. And they say, who campaign for Alabi and just who campaign against somebody.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't say I'm campaign against to Gaba.
How?
I don't get him campaign against
okay.
Bagby.
Meba.
I don't get him campaign against
say who campaign for somebody. It doesn't mean you are campaigning against another person.
It was an internal democracy that we are doing to select who we think should lead our party.
What team
so if you are campaigning for somebody, that means you hate another person.
But what team is studio ha? What team is studio ha? And I can tell me, say Joshua Labiamba me campaigner. You campaign against John Mama. Wo?
Yes. No. Also, let me consider. Me say.
Also say Joshua Labiamba.
Come.
Also. Also, NDC flag bearer. Also, NDC flag bearer.
Is that a baptism?
No.
Therefore, coming here for a long time.
Oh, annotate.
Debbie, annotate.
I can. Oh, get it out.
Okay, I said.
I have all the patience.
Remember. Oh, my stop. Remember. It's not about Kwame Duncan. It's not about Kwame Duncan. Mr. Okache me, I will studio Hammer Ghana for be here. So we say Uba flag bearer aspirant, Emma NDC. The only person I remember away from Joshua Labi. Because who said John Mahama wasn't the right person? You said it.
Yeah.
So big deal. Let's move on.
Is that an insult? Or is that an insult? I said I'll come. Me see. Me contest it.
Don't let us go back and forth.
This is a big platform. Nyabutre. Me see. I'll contest the primaries. Only if Professor Joshua Labi is not contesting. Professor Joshua Labi came in and contested. So I did not contest. Is it a crime?
Is anybody accusing you of a crime?
It's never a crime.
Is anybody accusing you of a crime?
Now, I am democracy. Me see because contest. The only person who say obe contest here. Me mean contest. I am Professor Joshua Labi. Now what's your answer? I am promise there democracy promise.
Yes,
What's so assembly say red kappa. Unja be so mana. Tell compare fresh we say be na Kwame. I'm saying it here say that Baraba thing is a fake news.
Yeah, that's
and this man knows.
Barabas now we would have
this man knows. Kwame knows. So don't feed on fake news.
Kwame. I'll give all the references. In order there, I'm saying a crow can say I am better than Mahama Namwali. Try. You see, don't use headlines. Don't use headlines. The reason why I'm saying that, Mikokino FM.
Referendum.
Mikokino FM. Don't use headlines.
Oh, Master. No shouting, but
I'm not running away. What kind of Peace FM online?
I say, oh, you fake news.
Joshua Alabi's campaign manager. Peace FM online. Mama for that thing, I'm for more.
I say fake news.
This is
no. You're not doing anything to me. I can defend it.
Mr. Peace FM online. I say Joshua Alabi's campaign manager. Ni Amasana Mwali has described these delegates as Jews who chose Jesus Christ over sinner Barabbas. The former member of parliament for La Dade Kotopon. Express shock at results. Express shock at results from various constituencies in the party's flag bearership race. Provincial result tricking in so far for opposition NDC presidential primary shows former President John Dramani Mahama taking a lead in the contest of 7 men with Joshua Labi, who was a key contender. So if
wait, who is that? Change. Who wrote that?
I'm making my submission.
Peace FM online. So say fake news.
Kwame.
Fake news.
Me, Yes, fake news.
Okay, you better understand.
Let me tell you something. Oh, Kwame, let me tell you something.
This is fake area.
I was in Adum TV.
But I saw a fake
And
news.
the man twisted. Let me tell you, I haven't said that.
You know,
the man was trying to twist it.
Normally.
And I said, I haven't said that.
Normally.
And people pick it up, and I said, I haven't said that because
Normally.
the video
You
is
don't-
there.
you don't have
I
to shout.
denied it that it is a fake news, that I will never accept that.
You don't have to shout.
Because it was Edu Asari.
You don't have to shout.
Okay.
Thank
Kwame,
you. Calm
you see-
down.
you
Make
see,
your point.
I'm coming down.
What say asem na ya ka no enye no kre.
Enye no kre.
Ya das ya gia to.
Enye no kre.
Ya gia to.
The root
Ya
of the
gia to.
news is Adum TV.
Mate.
Go to Adu TV, play the whole tape.
Mate.
And see some Mikasana.
Ya das.
You see, I
Kwame
don't know, I'm not for
ya go back to December 17.
TV Ghana.
Kwame Pocho. Mpocho. I am back to December 17.
Fantastic.
But that's also a fake news.
I will sit here because I didn't say that. I will sit here because I didn't say that.
Normally.
It is you and your people
Normally.
try to twist
Normally.
The news.
Normally.
I will not allow you to twist the news.
Normally, my final appeal to you, you don't have to shout.
Okay.
You see, but you know we guys will.
No, it is not an excuse.
We like to shout.
This one is not compliment.
It's not compliment.
No, it's complimenting.
Who told you we guys
you are
like
being
shout?
attacked.
Who told
We
you
will
that
shout
we
on
girls
you.
like shout?
Look at this fantilized guy. Fantilized guy.
You are locus.
Kwame.
Yes.
I'm not accepting that news because that news was wrong.
We accept.
You will not accept
Okay,
it.
I'm not accepting it because that news was twisted and fake.
Yati.
But you know what?
So if you have people are feeding on it and try to make news out of it,
Normally, what kind of first year to you?
What's it?
What kind of first year to you?
Oh,
And I'm see Yati.
Jesus Christ or Kasache Peter.
And then Pacho say no to us, I'll cut you off.
That's right.
Thank you.
Hey.
What can you, Martin? Let's move on.
Benevolent
You
dictator.
are going back to the old same thing.
Oh, that send me Jesus
Kwame,
Christ.
Pacho, back to December 17.
Good.
Made us
You are showing that you are a barracks boy.
proudly so. In fact, see, I'm a best sticker barracks ba or soldier ba.
You see, such comments, no? And yet, you see, this diabolical statement. Oh, I will not sit here. Oh, they are fake. I can't even me.
Oh, get it about program of
Back papi, Momo.
But Chile. I need a baby more now.
My head above from TV.
Obviously, tell Namwale that even he himself is fake news. Oh boy!
Well, if people can use fake news and twist stories to suit their interests, okay, that is it. But I know I'm sitting here. I know I didn't say that, so you can twist whatever that I've said to suit your this thing. That is you. You can choose to take it.
I can proceed now.
Yes, please, you can.
So the alternative is scary, Kwame.
Me too.
As a major, flip flop. Well, when you want to what the to my name. What's an ideas are winning what the Baba in there? Sika in my paying other year school fees. And then what I have Bas Brandon. Ideas all went to me was by in. And says, being you flip flop. Na just a part of we are serious, Kwame. In Jamoba come my summon there, and the Dominion, you know, I think Master no market politics. It's only a fool who does not change his mind. Na Kwame.
Kwame.
One press conference away on the day, premising it on 17 December. Your referendum and the more your period. Na Section 1 2016 constitutional. Or just to a sentence or so there, the party will initiate processes to implement the report of the Constitutional Review Commission on the election of MMD season. As my why just that. Now, Seba, one white paper, one shoe. I'm sure Kokrokoo has all of that. One shoe on presidential a Constitutional Review Commissioner, late Professor Mills, on decentralization. Kwame recommendations are Commissioner Crayon, white paper no crampo, was accept echo page 32 of the 48 white paper.
You mean 48 page?
That's it, page 32
okay.
of the 48 page white paper. As a mode of district assembly elections. Government does not accept, and this is the right of the president speaking, and yet when another president speaks, what's it, 60%? Chairman General, Central One Sassy. Government does not accept the recommendation that Article 248 of the Constitution be amended to empower Parliament at any time in the future to make provision for partisan elections at the district and sub-district levels. Government is of the view that the arguments advanced by the Commission for a non-partisan local government system far outweigh any arguments in favor of a partisan local government system. Government therefore intends that Article 248 in its present form be retained. Sir Eko Feda, Kwame, Eko Feda, recommendations to even empower Parliament. In the event that you do what to about Obayan partisan, to mobilize the people. White paper says that no. In the section 2016 Constitution manifesto, they will initiate the processes. Or yes, one case a white paper, one position there. Rather, the president will nominate 5. Kwame, the president will nominate 5. And you think that the president is nominating 5 will nominate anybody outside his party?
Impossible.
Nah, Oyadama, or the Kama Public Services Commission. That is the line they want to go. No Public Services Commission. Why interview one will prove 1 to 3. It is just the same as old process here. Sir, I find benefits here for DCE, sir. You open the opportunity for everybody to bring in the application and all of that. Near the committee, I saw my background, qualifications, a cheer that Basur, a society when you and sign a presidency committee and so on, a further check. The process here work there. What about a president in where you work for Public Services Commission? It is just the same as what happens today. Now, so if you are Public Services Commission, we're proving now what I train, now what I district to her, in me, Dankana, me share in the ideas of the president. Me share, I don't share in the ideas of the president. Why point to be my son member, my coso line, and this is for Bassa, and the CPP, my coto about Madama, and this MPP, my coto about Madama, and this I mean, what kind of election is this? Elections which come with fetters. I thought that I have the full gamut of my right of electing who I want. Nasa president Baba Nankasa Wabinadom, Nasa or the Abadam told Baba. Isn't that a waste of his size, waste of everybody's time? That is what the kind of non-partisanship now working. That is what they intend doing. It's as good as making this one remain. Now, Kwame, on my pain, or my pain, Yambana Bado, a Kufuado, Yambana Bado. Because see, if you are the president and you have the appointing power, I tell you who in this world doesn't want to be seen as the man or the woman who wields influence. Kwame, yeah, why can I say the true or instrument, the intelligence, Obi Etumaye, Obi Etumania, then he sees to that, oh, this man has influence. On my pain, to now what I should need some manarity and walk to grab. About Jubilee House. No, what can I? Obia all over the Gua Mensin Nanan, Metsan Kraha, Minimu for my son, Minimu Dodon, Mawaka, intimate Sankrahan, make you pen the pop. Nakaya Mensin Kachi. Obia Vagina, Obaya Mensin Kachi, or Abba Sebuka Mangasi, and Fansaman. President doesn't know everybody, doesn't know the ground, and indeed cannot determine everything for the people. And see, also, what the 2 minutes to Sampara. Now, so, Meshabo, Ghana for a demo born now, Michelle. On the Ghana for something more the crook to have a war and go o'clock yard, Mr. Me, my ship. But so I just the man can't funk home.
Okay.
Oh, Grammy.
I said that.
It's a Kwame. On my place. Daman, yellow quadra, young what's in so that the man, ye go. A mamma P. Liberia here out there. It's just all manuma. I am to talk about more man or what to say. Why, county elections. Echo Kenya, Echo South Africa, a mamma P. Echo United States of America, why are champions of democracy? Kwame, from one city to the other. Benya Democratic mayor, Benya the Republican mayor. Echo from state to state, they change. Able to live. Decentralized, give the power to the people at the very bottom. Now, Kwame, yes, that is it.
But on partisan basis.
Kwame, but if you don't do the partisanship, Kwame, look at the other scenario. Yeah, partisanship. How are we going to navigate that one? And this is for what that be. Me just don't Kwame. For the room, Kwame power William Depa there. Where you don't subscribe. No president say yeah, but there. Kasa woman, kejina room. Na no kofuna we you ho e basan another say numina kejina room na kwatoko na mapam the ho onichi whatever abe so we am of the ha what about the employee it does not make any elective sense at all. The way to go out, and again let me emphasize this there, why would this even proceed? Why would the president select 5, forward the 5 to Public Services Commission? One background. It is because a certain level of meritocracy. That is why Public Services Commission, those we present to the district, at least will have a certain level of merit. And say the partisanship in the Bawa, Kwame, LDC, Oboshoma, do, Anote, yet the Tutu, apart from there, on your mountain, on your tea, on your koba, on your bisa, or when you say, and a motor and that's all no bias, DC or Obama, or your assembly movement, if you have the political parties able to mobilize and then get the best, because when we are presenting candidates for parliament, we present our best. Kwame, we present our best and give those options to the people to decide on the best that we have all presented. In the same case, say, well, this level, sir, I cannot see why I'm partisanship, and therefore you just open the floodgate. I am wondering the kind of ballot paper you bring. Kwame, what's the says assembly wage obia to mukokejina ballot paper and say it seems if I flower Kwame ayo could do a lubo because everybody would want to put themselves up, but maybe that is not something that right that we can take away from. Now, Mr. Master,
me best start me messages crying if him out quality. Kwame na.
Sasha up you know for some powerful. And this for what's the woman that? What's my work in there? To make the elections elective. Oh yeah, there Yaboko referendum was 17. And yet, the government has submitted, the local government ministry has submitted a bill to Parliament intended to amend Article 2431, where the power to appoint is. Kwame, I did not see there if they were truly honest. Characteristic of them, and I would have wished to see in this press conference. I am calling on all minority members of Parliament.
Why then?
Back this bill which is in Parliament.
I'm not
talking about even the referendum. There's another one. Look, there are two levels here.
Yeah.
One is about the amendment of 243(1), and the other is 55(3).
Yeah.
Only is the highest called referendum. But for 243(1), only the two now, all my penism and madam, then the referendum will complete it. But in this press conference, we are committed to election. We are committed to election. And yet, he did not make an open call on the minority members of parliament there. I say, we now have a parliament in more support. So clearly, this is a party that is flip-flopping. It is an alternative which is quite scary. They simply do not know their left from their right, and they do not have the ideas, and that is why they are out there asking that, that is the NDC for you.
Kwame Duncan Medase, Chairman General, the politicization of the MMDCs is a non-issue because even if it turns out to be a no vote, the politicians will privately sponsor their preferred candidates. We all know the assembly members' election is not supposed to be politicized, but what do we see? Both political parties always sponsor their preferred candidates. It's time the constituents of voters put away their political lenses and be honest and elect candidates who are qualified and competent, irrespective of political party, religion, or tribe. If we are able to do this, the political parties will learn lessons. I wish independent candidates who are capable will be elected when the time comes for the MMDC's election. Bright OD sent that one. This seeming attack on NCCE for not starting education earlier is misplaced. Kwame Anto Parliament amends Articles 2413 to define what's executive power, 242D to remove the 30% or less appointing right of a president to the district assembly, and 2431, which talks of appointment of DCEs 2B and C, which talk of executive function, and central government rep 3B, which talks of powers of president to remove, and 248, which talks of candidates representing himself or herself in the elections, and political parties barred from endorsing candidates. The National Commission on Civic Education can't assume that these amendments will carry through and proceed to educate people. It's only after all these amendments are done that they can act. Kwame J. Santi, a.k.a. Poncho.
Those are all consequential amendments.
I think you are right.
You are right, eh?
They are all
The
consequential
guy
amendments.
No,
for the NCC, you know. Oh,
The
okay.
beef is this one, and after which we have between now and 2021 to do all these consequential amendments.
Well, interesting. Let's see how it goes. Let me just quickly remind you that Kokrokoo is sponsored by MTN. We there for you everywhere you go. Gassem Cement, quality cement with 3 grades for all your building projects. And also Kena Pharma. Kena Pharma has been a timeless sponsor of Kokrokoo. And we love you for that. Thank you very much. Peace 104.3. Hello, then.
Kwame.
Hello,
And a bit maminche wait if Funyala.
what turns it into what you do?
Na Mankai, Oya Malamis electoral area. The Maba Faba contest Ricata. Our friend Abijo. Mesawana Umbrazinia. Sedamo Bodu Tuntuya. What to Mana?
Woman the bill.
What to Mana? Obon for so befimaba.
And your bicycle home for
No. This time assembly mutu up. Who assembly for those but in there your total ditchy assembly as
let me see our car air conditioner.
Kwame,
Alute.
on the issue of flip-flopping, Majisi there, when you are or Gessi, or dwelling on white paper on their constitutional review, the then government stated clearly they are not support anything in the change of the what is Article
55.3.
55.3. You believe there, assembling it in Onkodo Dama, and that has again been the position of the NDC in their yesterday's press conference. This local government issue, started from President Rawlings' regime, spearheaded by Professor Kwame Nahoy. And you understand the NDC, Kwame. Yeah. We've nurtured this the system here. So why the sudden change? Well, NDC can initially bought into it if it is true. One of our communicators, Kenyan Baby Mokenya. But then it is the decision of the National Executive Committee. It overrides every decision. And it is Obi Kenyan Baby no Okade. I'm speaking on behalf of the General Secretary Naza. He's speaking on behalf of himself. because the general secretary will speak for himself. And see, for the national chairman to come out to say that Ghanaians should vote no. Not the party at the top hierarchy has taken a position, and that party people should buy by it.
Yes.
There's a gameplay. There are two devils at both sides. They are walking in the shadows. The referendum, Kwame say, oh yeah, yes, sir. It is an endorsement of Nana Akufo-Addo's government. And you don't be surprised. The NDC what to know. Because Ghana for what to know, it also goes to the benefit of the NDC there.
In what way?
Oh, Kwame. And yeah, I'm buying worker for some, but you change your local government system. You to Obama. The disease in order to
already the politics has begun.
Unfortunately, that is too parochial.
Oh, it's not too parochial because Mami am submission I beg you.
I'll let you do.
Mami am submission we. And a boom as some American or do this man what to abandon we a boom. And so Kwame, Nina, it is tailored towards one thing. And I'm gonna for or accept the programs and the policies of the MPP government and say, okay, yes, sir. That is the greatest motivation towards 2020 elections. No two ways about it. Now, and this is there, you to know. So I'm out for to know, no winner, for which I see it is unlikely.
Why?
Because of the moon permutation be now, say there 40%. If they are able to move their forces, since it's going to be a groundwork, if these political parties are able to move forces to the ground to go and campaign for no and yes, either one of them, but like I'm saying, what's there 40% be not there. Then there's also going to be a problem for the campaigners of no. And a boom or say ye or maim that I am gone, my father to the heavy on the Kwando. That is the main gameplay. Me, I don't see anything as wrong with it, though. But yeah, can't. Yeah, kakra. I mean, Monjamia Manjam Gajina baby, I'm gonna Morty, so wala pia. Now, what to them? There's a young state clearly. See them, my president in Kaka voter region there is urging all Ghanaians to vote yes. And then the opposition, leading opposition party, but one national chairman say, oh, in too, no. Then we have taken an entrenched positions. Okay. But like I'm saying, no way obey about endorsement. Now, Kwame.
Alote.
These days, I don't want to wade into controversial areas.
Then don't.
Oh, the Masoda. No, I had all by the baby. What by the baby, or did you want Mutazi? But I'm wishing there, what I have seen, Kwame, only in there. It doesn't go for me. It doesn't go for me. Ozende ami na okan tu oyaya kwanu ane dakun a onu oye na do wo kakumudo won wonyim dem article so and so na change of so and so ane yenko 2 years yenko 2 no because last week maybe someone bibi watch on maybe so as so na nja oya assembly yenko to am assemblyman mo wonyim anyin ihu information service van in NCC van, in Yisi Fu van. And see, both yes and no for Ghanaians to have the feel and to understand the as I ye dama or Boboye, On one end, people will be disappointed. Master me.
Alote Medase, this one says, Alote Jacobs is right. What NDC has done is to turn the yes vote NPP and the no vote NDC. This is not good. But if you have NDC as your opposition, this is what will happen. The parliamentary group agreed on yes, and the party has turned around. Edward from Lashibi. Phillips in Takrady says, the wish of every human being is development. That is the reason why our people will walk across the desert, across the Mediterranean, in overcrowded boats to Europe. Does what we have currently ensure us the kind of development we are looking for? Have you heard of local councillors in those countries fight over public toilets? Our current system was started with the PDC mentality in mind. I leave it there. Phillips in Takrady. Prince in Techiman says, tell my brother, point of correction, my champagne socialist brother Alote, that decentralization in Ghana started under the Buzia regime. Prince, former MCE in Techiman. And then
rather rural development started under Professor Buzia's regime.
Okay, well, let me move on from there before I go to Kokrokoo. This one says, Kwame Alote Jacobs keeps using the fancy word Inhen NDC. Yet he's supposed to be a social commentator. He's also flip-flopping. Alfie sends that one. Chairman General, good morning. In 2010, Johnson Esiedun Ketia, General Secretary of the NDC, mentioned at the NDC Congress in Sunyai that 60% of the assemblymen elected were NDC sympathizers. So, even if we vote for no, political parties will still find their way. We should be thoughtful to ourselves if NDC and NPP are not sponsoring their candidates for the upcoming Assembly and Unit Committee elections. Dorcas Enyan, women organizer, Eutu Senya East. And then, Kwame, will there still be an election for MMDCs even if you vote no? Aminu and Islam, yes, there will still be, because what we are voting for is whether the political party should be involved or not. So let's.
No, Kwame, don't be too quick in saying yes.
Okay, explain.
Because that would also mean that the bill in Parliament must have the two-third backing, and if it did, which would be the methods or the processes that would be used in doing this election at the district level.
Okay. This thing is as confusing as anything else, isn't it? Chairman General, there's a fundamental problem we're experiencing at the national level. Why do we want to extend it to the local level? Essentially, we're going to set a bad precedent if we allow it to happen. Hence, unnecessary spending and corruption in the system. Ghanaians should vote a big no. Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. And then the NDC cannot have a second bite at the sherry. Ghanaians listen to Edem Agbana, who spoke on behalf of his General Secretary, Johnson Esiedun Ketia, earlier this year at a forum organized by IDEC. Quote, our concern as NDC is that we are all interested in the outcome of the referendum, and we are all asking our members to go for a yes. Please ask the NDC why the sharp U-turn, said Obama in Pokwase. Kwame, no will win hands down. Chairman Kweku Shaibu, Seshi Boakon, sends that one. Okay, quick reminder here about Daffin Finance. If you're losing your investments like it's happening around, if your business needs support, Daffin Finance will ease your financial burdens with robust investments and deposit products. Whether you're seeking education, building your business, or facing retirement, speak to Daffin Finance today. They have a plan for you. Plan your investment, fixed deposit, call account, or anything that has to do with investment. Speak to Daffin Finance. Give them a call. 0302 201 702. That is 0302 201 702 or 055 822 9858. 055 822 9858. You'll find Daffin Finance adjacent the Tessano Baptist Church, very close to Peace FM. Check them out, daffinfinance.com. Daffin Finance, the preferred finance house. Peace 104.3. Entwa ye Jumedianosum. Abdul Malik, your comments.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, Kokrokoo.
Yeah, apparently there's a contest between Abadi, was a PNDC, Busia regime relative to decentralization.
Yes.
Decentralization was started in the colonial days.
Could you please raise your voice?
Was started colonial days and has undergone various changes, reforms over the period. So, and I'll tell you our two experiences, you know it. There was a time when district council elections, parties took part. For the last, I think, 1958 or so, parties contested. PNDC, yes, they did a certain shift in terms of decentralization. If you want a document now, the titled, usually the Blue Book, Sabakaya transition PNDC from 1987 by 1991, evolving a true democracy. Summary of NCDs, that's National Commission for Democracy. That time, I don't know, like a hybrid. DFN and our headlight was a hybrid or perform electoral functions as well as educational functions. On the CCR NCC, we educational and we deal with electoral. Summary of NC war working. Ikuma, Wankasa, changes now what they be after taking the parties out. In fact, the parties were seen, political parties were seen as an anathema to even democracy. The PNDC philosophy was against political parties. And Sidinia come on inform me the way they went about the local government system reforms. Minkadeninia was entirely negative. No, there was some that were positive. It's one kasa. The number of innovations, I'm quoting from the book, page 11, were introduced into the conduct of district level elections. These were in terms of candidature. Candidates were to be ordinary residents in their electoral areas. Inability to read or write in English language was no longer a barrier. Candidates were to stand on their own merit without any organizational support or affiliation. Every candidate had to be nominated and sponsored by not less than 25 registered residents in the electoral area.
Was it sponsored or supported?
Also sponsored.
Sponsored.
Nominated. Every candidate had to be nominated and sponsored by not less than 25 registered residents in the electoral area. Candidates had to file their life histories and submit this with their pictures to the district electoral commissions. The elections were to be conducted by volunteer DCs, that is district electoral commissioners, appointed from the district. The DCs were to vet the candidates' life histories to check their authenticity. The DCs, and here I mean the DECs, not DCs.
DCs.
Yes, that's a very important correction. You may be very confused with.
And give the full meaning of the DEC.
The District Electoral
Commission.
Okay.
Were to provide a common platform to all candidates to declare their manifestos and for the electorate to question the candidates. Pictures of candidates rather than symbols were to be used. All votes were to be counted in public. Results were to be declared at each polling station. This was some innovations awarded by relative to the previous district council structure. But because we're anti-political parties.
Kweku asked you to raise your voice in Tame. I'm at Fire Abim. Also, is Kweku suffering PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, from last night's overindulgence?
Fire. Dr. Fire. Cure. Funny telephone.
On your doctor or architect, but
I'm suffer cold. Me were very bad cold. You can sense it in my voice.
But also post-traumatic stress disorder.
I nearly didn't come today, Kwame.
After we bet yesterday.
Yes. And it's not because I punished myself. I did nothing wrong.
There was a jamboree.
Nothing wrong. Nanda man so with all this cold nanyama. Let me go through some of these things. You'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. Me too able to follow this thing.
See.
But suddenly, no, or NDC for press conference, no, or striking me that perhaps I'd underestimated the gravity of this matter. Go back, check your library, read through some documents and things. And I'll be honest with you, but I had to retrieve all this in the process. Made that by 1:30, 2 a.m. Or can we be now or daily with me cold in the basa. But let's come back. Into I solved the Busia PNDC dispute. No party, no tradition has a monopoly over that relative to decentralization.
Point of correction, point of information.
Please go ahead.
Who said before Rollins yes, some district assembly election be.
1978, I think, under Akufu.
That one then was it partisan or non-partisan?
Yes, it was symbols.
No, I mean, was it partisan or
non-partisan?
That's why I said the last time parties took part was 1958.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Yeah. But just like today, even though you didn't see parties visibly involved, they were indeed involved.
That's right.
That's the point I'm making. And 78 under Akufu, it happened. But the point really is that NDC press conference, no man be waking up. Because I'm there, you're too lazy about it. You haven't taken your time to check what's going on. I'm not. Look, there's a certain element of bad faith, or if you like, breach of faith, on the part of the NDC on this matter. Kwame, suddenly they are asking people to go for an emphatic no relative to the referendum.
Yeah.
It's so pronounced and quick and sudden. One of my reasons, and I'll interrogate some of those reasons.
Well, Mr. Benkancho is not bad faith, it's just politics. But
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they meant business. They were committed to the principle of partisanship, both at the level of electing the MDCs as well as whether parties should be involved or not. Like I'm not indicated, no, a two-tier matter. And in Parliament right now, there is that bill, the Constitution Amendment Bill, enable MMDCs to be elected.
That's right.
By universal adult suffrage. And the NDC in Parliament, in spite of the fact that they expressed some reservations about sequence, Mekai Muntaka especially, our brother Hansard here, was thinking that 1 year Article 55 no, first answer 1 year 24131.
Referendum first.
Yes, he said, in fact, if I remember, he said that they are putting the MPP is putting the cart before the horse. They argued over all these things, but in principle, it appeared that BBI was moving to a situation now we'll try to build consensus so as to get a 2/3 majority. Then, Biasin there, para one in the 55-3. It appeared, Kwame, there was some unanimity across the political divide until very recently. And it's looking as if there's a slight dichotomy, and I use this word adversedly, between the party in Parliament and the party outside in terms of how I perceive the processes. It looks as if there was a certain disconnect.
You are talking about the NDC?
Yes. It looks as if there was a certain disconnect about communication.
Sure, when you hear the party outside the ground, put in the margin.
Interesting.
General Secretary's end wanted this.
Okay.
It is not true.
That's an interesting
Yes. It is not true. It is not true.
Your credibility and my credibility.
It is not true.
I'll be honest there.
It's equal to credibility.
Okay, that's another angle that been, but I mean, maybe just two. That's the party, the parliamentary minority, as opposed to the corporate entity and this as a party. And look, I mean, there's a disconnect perceived. I'm not me who know. Me feel the communication and or say when we to arrive at consensus, now the party which is supreme has taken charge, and so held a press conference with the national chairman in charge, telling us, look, we are going for an emphatic no. Look, it has created serious complications Alote has decided to read into it the crude partisanship we all do, the politicization and yamade into the NDC and no the MPP. Yes, you'll be surprised. There are people on the MPP side, especially war supporters, war communicators, even more for no, and began long ago. In my major, and see, I don't see it in that crude manner segmentation. But Damne NDC for press conference appears to be pushing. And it's not an honorable path to follow.
Then no?
Kwame, say Oba much earlier. I will agree with them there. Look, it's a matter of principle. But a huge party like that with so many experienced politicians to allow this process to proceed to what is that referendum?
December
17th. It's almost here.
Because the thing didn't come up early.
Which
they didn't expose the thing early.
No,
it can also be tactical.
Because when we all saw what actually we were going for, no,
how much money have we spent already in putting all these processes in place? How much of the public funds have gone into these whole processes? Which began actually August 2017.
17, agree.
And there are documentation to show of seminars, fora, and parliamentary Wankasa war brief. There's that roadmap I've seen, well documented. Many of their MPs attended those sessions.
And agreed?
Agreed, Kwame. So let me say, with difficulties, with challenges, each stage they build a certain consensus. Then things are moving. One day happen. It's not possible. This is a multi-party competitive dispensation. But gradually, slowly, surely, they were arriving at a certain consensus. And it was going to look as if how we created the 6 regions are both sides. Now, our committees won't win their manifestos to that effect. Gradually, towards the campaign, it said the NDC for Kanda and Kofung won't vote against the creation.
Yeah.
Did they? No. And people saw and Kanda no. Both parties, including the other parties in India, there was a national drift. Yeah, there may have been minority, small voices, be now one peg. But
some NDC party officers were in the regions campaigning for
Yes, that's what happened. This is a structural change. It's like the regions. Into let's say views, and some of the views they've raised now, I'll come to it. On the surface, look solid, but that's why they should have been articulated earlier, so that we wouldn't have gone this far. I expend public funds. Now you drew this stage and this huge bombshell. Look,
but
and you're careful,
this is not a bombshell.
Well, maybe I'm
the problem
I pull back my exaggeration. I pull back the exaggeration. It's a challenge.
The amendment or the...
I suspect that too won't go through.
To go through.
But that's the point I'm making.
Now, we see that's why
where we have reached.
It won't go through.
My brother, you are a politician. You are a very experienced politician. What has happened, Ewa, is an indicator.
Yes.
They're even on that one too. The NDC has pulled back.
Yes.
No.
Look, I'll be surprised.
No.
I will be very surprised if the NDC, as a corporate party, as an entity, will now tell their MPs that go ahead and vote for the amendment.
The thing is a Koku. The only thing
I'm speculating.
I know you are speculating,
yes.
but maybe some choice.
Very reasonable.
Article 243, it will go through. It will go through. But see that the thing is that the chairs of the NDC behind some of our members say, if you go, because MPP so say on one can be to Obama MMDCs, you know. NDC, oh, I'm telling you, they themselves they don't want it.
Some.
I said, no,
you mean the party?
Anyway, you are on the Facebook, you don't want to meet.
No, I don't mind. Go.
So the mission is
come on.
243, no. And then it will go through. Now, 55 train you. Now, but because if it's some of 75 train, that's a quite emphatic no. Some of the NPP people
yes,
243. So let's do 243 now.
243 is in Parliament as we speak. I think
so
it's
let's
second reading. You are a former member of
Parliament.
Parliament.
You can do it within 1 week.
Yes. before even the referendum.
Yes.
But I've said once you have thrown in,
it doesn't matter.
No.
Do the 240.
That's what I meant by the bad faith.
If government wants election of MMDC, you know,
why I said it's a breach of faith.
Minority chief whip is also saying that go and do referendum before you come.
No.
Let me.
Go do the referendum.
No, that is much earlier, July 26th.
Yes.
July 26th, 2019 Hansard shows that it was like he was raising a matter of caution. I want to be very honest with this thing. And matters were debated, deliberated on it. You are former member of parliament. You know how it happens. So, I'm with you there. They had passed that stage. My understanding is that we went to stage BR. There was almost a consensus there. Look, 2431 amendment, I will go through.
Yes.
To test.
So why don't you let it go through?
But it's not too. No, say, if your press conference had not come, with this kind of what I see as a preemptive strike, I will not be worried. I am now worried. My brother. Okay, no, but that's fine. No, you are entitled to disagree.
What I'm saying is, say 243 MMD and then by Friday they can let it go.
The sequence. It was obvious that is what the consensus was.
No, what I'm saying.
So there was no doubt that there was the 2431 was going to be done before December 17th.
But because you can still go and get the 2431 done today.
I am saying yes. Look. Kwame say, what he's saying can be done today. Even tomorrow or the next day. But I'm saying that more press conference and the new line now asking for an emphatic no has created complications. And my feeling, my hunch is that why endanger the consent, the two tests for it. That's all I'm saying. Not that today, if they decide to do it, they won't do it. But look, even the other side, also will be asking questions. Sayenia will be moving in good faith, approaching the consensus, looking for 2/3 because party B need parliament or 2/3. So it was obvious that you were going to need the 2 to do it. Now 2/3 targeted at 2431, isn't it? The other arguments, the other portion like 248, removal and one family shame. Those are arguments they all made, but still, in spite of all those differences, they were moving towards amendment of 2431. Using 2/3 majority, which was going to be very unique in the legislative thing. I was so happy the process got that way. Even though before more conclude, much man for my position on this matter. But I'm saying that in terms of practical politics, NDC for deciding the few weeks to the referendum deadline to come out and give a variety of reasons, but the key one being that go out there, vote no. I'll be so naive, or with the height of naivety, for me to sit here and think that will have no impact on that earlier drive towards 2/3 majority. My goodness, I've been in politics for a while. And I'll be so amazed if nothing goes wrong relative to the 2/3 passage. I'll be so amazed. Look, Kwame, looking into the crystal ball, I think that even that 2/3 thing is
an
dead.
Experienced politician. He knows how to manipulate
the sure. Look,
very experienced.
I get a feeling the 2/3 they won't get it.
And
they won't get the 2/3
because he's using this thing. So that people will go and vote yes. Because we are telling you. Say it has nothing to do with 243. The no or yes has nothing to do with 243.
But have I?
But you are twisting people's mind that if you vote no, that means 243 will not go through, which is not true.
At least I'm not politically uneducated and inexperienced.
You are experienced, very experienced.
Sometimes they exercise patience and self-restraint.
Onya de mabeke bibi.
Kwame.
Eta no nso na kan asem.
Mama kan dey. I mean, Sisiano. My hunch.
Not hunch, hunch.
Hunch.
No, but Liberia.
Repeat.
Hunch.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Inima, that two-test passage, a Nana war building slowly, surely, is endangered. It's an endangered species.
The two-thirds?
Yes, it's an endangered
species. Because the two-thirds requires consensus.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And at this rate?
No, especially after yesterday, I am not convinced. In fact, unhappy. Unhappy. I'm sure by now, the whip system has been put in place. Now, in the absence of that, I'm looking at the prospects for December 17th. And indeed, the rationale, the philosophy, all those behind it, it appears it's also in tatters. If I had my way, I would say defer this referendum or suspend it or abolish it. Don't do it. Because we are not building a national consensus, cohesion, coherence behind this project like we did with the regional ones, in spite of people's reservations, Nangama. That's the feeling I have. And I'm being honest with you. Knowing Ghana's history and our politics the way it is. I can't control what my position had been on this whole matter from day one. And I'll be honest with you, before the year 2000, we were fierce advocates for electing MMDCs on partisan basis, 100%.
Okay.
We've seen Dum, all the rest were part of us. Indeed, the MPP itself, in their manifesto, all the rest. Post 2000, few things happened. Then some of us began to revise our position that, hold on, how do we go about this?
Was it flip-flop?
No.
It was a flop flip.
Yes, you are entitled to describe it so. I will not be offended. I will go along with even your description. I'm okay with it. I'm telling people that, and people know. There are a lot of people who have interacted with me who know. Odru stage be Kwame.
Yeah.
And there was one factor named use. Recently, it be framed no explanation though maybe I'm missing a point, and that is where the context of consequential amendments comes in. I had a difficulty. Say if there's Intelligence Act at 526. District Chief Executives, MMDCs, they are chairmen of the regional
district.
Municipal and district chief.
Regional minister, DISEC and RESEC.
RESEC is the regional minister.
Yes. DISEC. Yeah, the
district.
So metropolitan, municipal, district. They are the heads of those.
That's the point I'm making. Yes, that's the point I'm making. I had a serious difficulty. Studied in America. Hold on, we are a unitary state. So you are not careful. Now you create a certain imbalance relative to your intelligence and security architecture. It may lead to a situation where you need to make control. And see, why are we going to elect maybe party A on our central government? But Nenkofo may take charge of districts and metropolitan centers, being municipal ones. Ne be a chairman
of DISEC.
Of the DISEC and the other ones now. That's an obvious blueprint for chaos. And see, that was the stand I had. Nancy Anna Minibi argued, then the person who is part of the processes in Parliament called me and said, we will make point, but perhaps it's because I hadn't done deeper thinking relative to consequential amendments. So it means that even this intelligence, security and intelligence agencies RT is subject to amendment.
So the consequential amendments will cover
some
of these things. And see, are we suggesting so the DCs and MCs will not become chairmen anymore?
No, yes. Principally, but they could be members.
They could be members.
Yes.
Well, in fact, they should be members.
They should.
It will make sense.
And that means, but it means that it doesn't take away entirely that problem, except there it diffuses it. Because if they are there, in terms of confidentiality and other things,
we'll take more.
But the people say, look, we are building a nation. We are not building a party country. Into the spoils of power is being shared, quote unquote, as I put it. And see, there's an interesting argument out there. This intellectual exercise, I'm prepared to learn, I'm prepared to listen and to modify and amend me rule, me positions, flip flop. I'm prepared to do that. Yes.
You are prepared to flip flop?
Yes, in the make my brother. I'm prepared to flip flop on this matter. But Sisiama and this fire, and that's a big party. Make no mistake about it. It's a party that has had a governance experience. It's a part, the main opposition party today, the only opposition party in parliament. Number one, why you underestimate the implications of what they have done. Will be joking.
Joking.
I think they've breached faith. They've shown that they could be very diabolical,
very dishonest.
No, this is not
That's
about
a harsh word.
diabolics
Look,
and dishonesty.
Kwame,
Yes,
to be honest,
When all
the protesters, as you just said,
yeah,
were part, all of
that is where I'm worried about.
This is complete dishonest.
Inti baby dunus minim, so why are too late even to abandon the project? Meaning, if the people go ahead, December, the first one, the 2431, my whole sense is that it's not going to come on. They won't give us the 2/3.
Mamu Hussein there, granted, they are December.
Without the 2/3.
Yes, you win.
Yes.
Now, in order to give beef to this position, party affair, you need a 2/3 also in parliament.
Yeah, but if you don't get it, what happens?
That's the point.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making. If you don't get it, we can go ahead get the December thing. Yes, that's the situation they have created.
So therefore, we need to forget
That
it.
is what I am saying, Kwame. I mean, Ada, me feeling in the way I mean, who didn't song. And look, they've done it in such a manner.
Namwale is smiling.
No, I have something to say.
Oh,
make
no,
us
I'll be good.
I have something to say.
Yes, why not? And it will be good if you have something to say. Because in Yabahana, that's what we are doing, exchanging views and, doing things like that. And Kwame, the other points I make say, what's Obama politics are too expensive.
Party chairman of example for raised
yes, or too expensive.
At the press conference.
If parties there was sponsored delegates or there will hold delegates conference on the electoral area and well. Look, even on the national level elections, these parties they mobilize more than $100 to $120 million. I don't know where they get them from. Kwame,
yes,
that's what they do. But assuming put there. The extra bed the Biba Baba Candice $100 and $120 million now. Sisiano, district assembly elections, how is it financed? Apart from private funding, it be Ankasa mobilize Whisker. Common platform where still.
Where still?
That's part of fund. That's part of sponsorship.
So you can try to go and organize a platform and campaign.
First,
not but you have amended the law and now you can go.
Very interesting. I didn't know that. So you can do your own. So that's a part of your own private mobilization. But state DNA still remains.
State, but the last election, so 1 year,
but we are still discussing.
Electoral Commission.
The electoral commission that
we are still discussing and interrogating the idea of state funding for political parties. So we are still doing it.
Yes.
Even though one parties even there's a political parties platform. I'm the IE in Danida or Sabadi. Maybe is it Danida? There's a certain foreign which
and they have it for chairman, they have it for general secretary.
Yes, and they are talking of also creating a democracy fund. If one electoral reforms document now all the parties took part in to help. Now I'm saying that so I did the extra bed in Baba. Though parties could take part, you can still maintain that structure now on local level. The state helps.
Yes.
What's it? Why? The parties are violating the constitution by sponsoring, even if it's covertly. saying your evidence now, we should report them for them to be punished. And then the analogy.
As if your posters in the book.
It's a question on the TV side. That's one local report. What's a why? If so, my opera way is like legalizing stealing. Because they're stealing. They're stealing. It's not because they're stealing. To prevent stealing, they legalize it.
Calm down.
Man. Okay.
No.
Well, or you be a respect.
But I hear this whole thing. To do all of this.
You see, we
Look,
don't
Oba
speculate. You see,
local government, I can't take him out of. It's fantastic.
He's an expert.
He knows. Stop speculation. You are a cannibal person. Don't stop speculation. Well, you tell me you can't read your soul.
You were saying that some MP people vote themselves. How did you know that? How did you know that? When you say we should be quiet.
Do you want it to breach faith?
Politics aside, or whatever one's disagreements with
our regional minister who speculating
local government.
Remember you are regional minister.
Huge authority. I mean, any day, any time, I would want to learn from him. On there, Bibi Obaka, and I'm saying the Minty don't know can this thing about stealing, but Matty others. Oh, I see. But Kwame, it's the same argument about vigilantes in Nanyama. There was some bravo order that apply the law. But gradually, when our parliament will print will pass.
I said, you like to say, Gusiaga. I'm Pastor Gusiaga. Gusiaga.
No.
They are banning Boy Scouts. Before
Onkusi Agano, members of parliament agreed and have passed a law.
Once you have brought a bill, definitely to go through. You have brought a bill, so definitely you
mean they couldn't say no? They couldn't dissent?
What's the bill that banned there? You better discuss the Yaba. But let me tell you, the first year of problem because it's but
the point I'm making is
whatever you do, it's like Boy Scouts.
It is a special, it is an office of special prosecutor.
Yeah.
So corruption.
Because
aren't you running too fast? This is we're a country. We are building. We are making history. There are times our agencies are created, been 30, 40, 50 years. Have challenges. It's too early to judge.
Officer of the prosecutor, no. Until they amend the Article 88, is it 3 or 4? All prosecution must be done by the Attorney General, and then the Nolo prosecutor until they amend it.
But wait, aren't you aware Parliament did certain things relative to that? They ceded some of the power to, in terms of knowledge prosecutor. It was given to some part has been given to the office. Kwame, I wish I had my art here. There's a portion that has been given.
Sir, Attorney General cannot intervene in prosecution, special prosecutor.
Do you have the act?
No, I'm asking you.
Because this whole idea of the special prosecutor is about the constitutional provision there. Attorney General can cede.
Yes, and they did so in Parliament.
Gentlemen,
prosecution. I'm talking about
gentlemen.
That too, they said they gave
gentlemen.
They gave some.
If I may have to use it advisedly, gentlemen. Good morning, Chairman General. From time to time, you correct the pronunciation of Mr. Kokrokoo, among others, who also correct him as some who do so to make fun of him. But he takes it all in his stride, without the slightest sign of irritation. I really like him for that. Your Wednesday panel is still special. Good morning to all of them. IKJC.
Yes.
Former MP.
Amen, man.
He was the headmaster of.
No, don't get it twisted. IKJC, former headmaster Tia Badia.
It was a columnist. No, Chronicle.
Joe Chem, the late.
But he was a columnist for Chronicle.
He's commending the police for doing his work.
That's a Ghanaian Times, so.
Yes, former Ghanaian Times editor. Now he's passed. Obviously,
IPS.
In the spirit of what IKJC has written, tell Kokrokoo is members of Parliament, not Parliament. Anyway, let's see.
Yeah, platform no that.
Anabia.
Of course, a slip of tongue.
Oh yeah.
VR,
Chairman General, The beautiful artistic language of good faith, ethical behavior, morality, and public good were all ironed out of the mindset of some political parties a long time ago. Their number one priority has always been how to inflict the most damage on political opponents and so march on through to electoral victory. That's all. Nana Dubois for the second, Sankubasi Etiwa. Abolishing this referendum will be in the right direction. Even the EC has no publication on their website to educate us on the referendum. If not for the NDC press conference held recently, the whole of Ghana would have been misled about this referendum. It looks as if there's a calculated effort to plunge Ghanaians into something they have little knowledge about. Eja Koliko in Lashibi. Chairman General, either we vote yes or no, we'll uproot MPP like cassava. Alote Jacobs is making a lot of sense to me this morning. Kwame na acidity I have for a change here. I beg you in the name of God, Kwame Sefakain, tell the finance minister that for me, what I need is my pocket, nothing more. Chairman Kweku Shaibu Seshibuako. Chairman General, your hatred for the NDC is bad. Only you heard NDC campaign against creation of new regions. God is watching. Masaudu Hamza Junior Capello and Kwantauti region. Maybe I'm a can. Now, and you made a voice. And you made a mechanic. What I said the best 17 times.
Wow.
Yeah, so it just is repetitive. Was I started sending back more than 40 minutes ago. The same message. And I know it's sent.
Voice is our voice.
So the NDC are opposing everything from MPP government, including even husbands. Seydou Nketia told their ladies not to marry MPP guys. Now they are telling Ghanaians to vote against the election of MMDCs. George Kwating in Adenta. Allow Kweku Baku to pronounce it the way he feels with his tone. After all, some people pronounce chaos as chayos. Pythagoras. Will there be the provision for an independent candidate as this national election goes on? Kweju Edupako will ask. Kweku Baku has created his own confusion and is inviting us to discuss what is the two thirds of parliament meant to cure. Was it about partisanship or appointment? The NDC want an election, but not on party basis. Hypocrisy. Michael Sayram, Accra, Newtown. And then I respect Kweku Baku for his patience. I am a student in learning how to be tolerant. Silly says so. As for tolerance levels, he has some.
His name is what? Silly.
Silly. It's actually his nickname. The real name is Sylvester. Anyway, enjoy it upon. You can get your budget.
Budget you can't
The budget to go.
What about Monica? So it's your container.
What's that?
What's that? Or best start.
Because you want to go.
Or best start. Where do? See, or best start in Tiankwe.
Oh, Kwame. Uncle Kokrokoo, because
then that person coming to you.
His submission very brilliant. Shows that he's very experienced politician, trying to twist people's mind not to vote no. Why the referendum? Referendum, no, say either yes or no. So voting no is not diabolical. Voting no is not breach of faith. Madam Yvonne Lassie, who can from day one say MPP before MN to about. I would the Kokrokoo the John, can say we keke. No, yes, because as far as they are in power, no one making sure say they will benefit from MMDC is not being voted for. Mr. Kweku Baku, my elder brother. Now kind no NDC for and breach faith. Nia ye chani say yan to aba for MMDC ye nyina ya dia tum enti ene say the bill na work parliament no say majority and president catch us must speed it up by Friday we'll get the bill say yan to aba MMDCs. Now you see assembly sa abato no enkoye non partisan say na Ontario or Canada no me enye on partisan basis. Until they say, you to know. But for the MMDC, they say, Abanya prepare. But Friday, on pushy. And then next week, on pushy. Before December, no drew. Now, you amended that constitution. You amended that constitution now. Constitution, Article 43 now. We don't have any problem. 243 now. We don't have any problem. Because you to say, to Obama MMDCs. You to enti sir to get majority of Kakere. No any problem. Let's move forward and the executive move forward. Be move prevail upon Parliament. Now we in them.
But talking about the public education, Dr. Marco from Abenwaha says, Chairman General, I tell you, many will be those who will vote yes or no, just for the sake of voting, because this referendum thing is quite confusing. And Dr. Marco, to a large extent, a lot of people agree with you. Sir, Adi Yema education in Kwenimo Kakra. And somebody says, we're listening to you from Gulumpe, an hour from Kintampo. Esther Dakumensa, good morning. Thank you for listening to us all that way. Intienko Finance Minister. Anna.
Oh, it's a crown. Referendum here. I mean, Article 243. Now, me and your referendum, you better talk about my MMDCs. Asa.
Without political party.
You don't need to amend any constitution. Never talk about my MMDCs. 243.
No say Namwali Abdul Malik Kweku Bako Alote Jacobs Kwame Nadankan and Amutio Monkano. We gotta go, man. Finance Minister is next. I'm sure we're all wondering what's he going to say that's going to be new, exciting, and worth listening to. May your day be blessed. God bless. Good morning.